Hello guys, welcome back to Between the Ropes TV. Now we're going to get straight into this one. Before we do me a favour, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. But today we're going to be looking at Anthony Joshua's physique. Bit of an odd statement to make, I know, but stick with me. Because we've all seen these pictures that have gone a bit viral across social media, where he's looking a lot leaner. We're used to seeing Anthony Joshua, as Tyson Fury says, he's a bodybuilder. And we're used to seeing that from him, but he's been out in America for a couple of months now with Derek James. As Tony Bellew said last week on various platforms, he went out there to do some work for DAZN, and he's been watching Anthony in training, and Joshua's getting beasted, were his words. And I think AJ needs that. He went to Robert Garcia for the Usyk 2 camp, and by all accounts, it didn't really work. The result obviously wasn't the one that they needed or wanted. And a lot of the talk seems to be that Anthony Joshua sort of ran his own camp. A lot of talk about, I don't feel like sparring today, so they didn't spar. So definitely, we said it when this Derek James news was announced. He needs to let Derek James run the camp, run everything, and see if the results come. And by the sounds of it, that's hopefully what is happening now with Anthony Joshua. He's leaned right down. Now, is he coming in lighter? We'll soon see. Obviously, less muscle, less weight. Because, not to dwell on the post-fight rant with the Usyk rematch, but he did say, he's 18 stone. 12 rounds is hard for him. So, we've seen a destructive AJ at 17 stone and just over 17 stone. So I've got no objections. I'd like to see him come in a bit lighter than we have. And I know the last couple of years, particularly since the Ruiz rematch, we've seen him gradually come in lighter. But for me, a leaner AJ can only be positive. I think that's what we've got to take from that. And also, a lot's been made about the elbow supports that he's wearing now. Anthony Joshua's in his early 30s. What is he, 33? So you've got to take this as, he's been boxing now 12, 13 years. But it'd be longer than that now, 13, 14 years, sorry. And it's well-known boxers struggle with, hands, wrists, elbows, shoulders, purely because it's the tools for their job. I wouldn't read too much into it. I think, I also noticed the Under Armour logo on said support. So everything that Anthony Joshua does is quite calculated. I think we can all agree on that. He's obviously got a very big sponsorship deal with Under Armour. He's doing a lot less commercial adverts and, responsibilities in the build-up to his fight with Jermaine Franklin on April the 1st. So for me, that could just be a little bit of product placement, getting the Under Armour logo in for a picture that's going to go viral because of his physique. So I wouldn't be too worried about that. But likewise, I wouldn't be too shocked if he was starting to get some elbow issues, This is a guy that's fought at the highest level as a professional for now in his 7th year of world title fights, or I know this one isn't, but he's still at that top level. So I wouldn't read too much into that. I think as fans, what we have to ask ourselves is, how hungry is AJ to come back to that top level, to get that 3rd world title reign? And for me, the answer is he must be, because he doesn't need the money. Anyone with half a brain and an eye can see he would not need the money. He could retire happily. He's got other business interests. He's got 258 management. But the fact that he's took himself off to America, locked himself away, and Tony Bellew, love him or hate him, he's not someone who minces his words. So if he's saying he's getting beasted, he's obviously getting beasted. And you can see he's putting the work in from these pictures. And, if you haven't seen them, they're on the thumbnail of this video, a comparison. So I think it's important to look at that. And all of these little things, they excite me because, I'm an AJ fan. He's a big part of the reason that British boxing has had such a boom period. And to the world level as well, he's been the man that's done the stadium fights. I know Tyson Fury has in more recent times, but Josh has been in it for years. So I'm excited. I hope we get a few more of those big nights. He's, if he's 33, we're not going to get them forever. I get that. But there's a few more. And the fact that he's gone away and done this, hopefully we see a destructive knockout from Anthony Joshua on April the 1st. And then we see some big fights in the second half of 2023. So, guys, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you on the next one.